Are you looking for a tutorial on how to make the sickest ring movie style well prop for your haunt? Well, hang on to your butts. Hauntcast for hunting and Halloween fanatics. Before we dive in, here is our supply list. Cheap exterior latex paint, black and white. Styrofoam, expanding spray foam, critter gun and compressor, hot knife, craft paint, green and brown, foam coat, chip brushes, jigsaw, 60-gallon yard barrel, spore from brutal rust, or dryer lint green paint.
First, we need to start cutting some styrofoam, so I made myself a jig out of some MDF that I had lying around. Taking the jig, place it over the styrofoam, and with the hot knife, just carve along the edge. This is to ensure that the styrofoam will have the exact curve of the barrel. Now start cutting the other side of the styrofoam, just nicking off little edges, running the flat side of the blade across all sides. This will give it a very jagged, rocky looking type of texture. Be totally random with this process. You don't want any one of these to have the same exact type of style. They should all be different sizes. Some should be thicker, some should be thinner. Some corners should be taken off, some shouldn't. Some nicks, some cuts, some breaks. Just make every single one completely unique. Now add some great stuff to the curved side of the foam and apply it to the barrel. Just take a look at this example and you can see how I puzzle pieced all the foam together. Just take your time and be patient. For the top, I had the luxury of using my CNC machine to mill out these arch pieces. If needed, hit me up at baker@hauntcast.net. I can email you a JPEG of the image, which you can take to a print shop, have blown up, and you can use as a template. So I don't have to patch this thing up every single year. I decided to use foam coat. Now there's a couple of different brands. You can go with Hotwire Foam Factory. This is actually Roscoe. I haven't tried it before, so I wanted to give it a whirl. It is very kind of thick. It's almost Monster Mud-esque. You could also use Monster Mud if you'd like. But Roscoe was just something I decided to try. It took about half of a 1-gallon jug to coat the well just once. I had a spray bottle full of water handy to help smooth out and apply the Roscoe foam coat. The foam coat takes at least 24 hours to fully cure. Using the critter gun, I applied 1 coat of black latex. I then created some charcoal gray paint by just adding a little bit of white with some black. I then created a very light gray by just mixing a little bit of black in with some white paint, and then applied with a sea sponge. I then mixed up a medium tone of gray, which was about halfway between the charcoal and the light colored gray I just used. It was about 50% black, 50% white. I mixed some sage green into the very light gray. I applied this very sparingly. I wanted to give it a very light mossy look. I then filled up a Windex bottle about halfway and added some black acrylic and brown acrylic paint. This is just to give it a weathered look, so it's a tea staining effect. After the first application dried, I emptied out some water and added a lot more black and brown paint as I wanted it to be a thicker mixture. I then applied a second application. Oh no, we're not done yet. We need to add some moss. I found this product from Brutal Rust when I was at Transworld. It's called Spore. So this is my first time using it. You basically can use a chip brush. I was applying it with my finger, then I did switch over to a chip brush. This is, I believe, just like a glue. You apply that, and then you apply the moss shavings. I'm not really sure what this is made of. I mean, you can go with dryer lint and go that route. I think this does look better. The application will be so much smoother if you lie the barrel on its side and apply it top down.
If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or email me at hauntcast1031@protonmail.com.
I'm going now. Heaven help you.
Please like, subscribe, comment, give us a 5-star review, share with friends, and buy us a beer if you ever see us out in the wild. Follow us on Instagram at hauntcast.podcast for show updates, as well as more pictures and video content. And make sure to listen to the audio podcast with over 550 segments available on all podcast platforms. Until next time, stay scary.